Hello my beautiful dolls, my name is Reyes and welcome to another one of my videos on my stunning YouTube channel. Yes, today we are gonna be creating this Juno Birch alien lady makeup look. Yes, that's happening. So if you want to see how to create this Juno Birch inspired look, then definitely keep on watching. But before we get into the video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a brand new video to this stunning, marvelous YouTube channel, darling. You don't want to miss it. Anyway, let's get into the video. Well, I guess we can start with the base. But before we get into that, I need to remove my sunglasses. I just had to do that. Alright, so I have my little concoction right here of the foundation. Hello. Hi. How are you? I'm fine, how are you? Anyway, I mixed TV Paint Stick by Kryolan in 070 and this gel liner by Beauty Bomb in a shade 01. It's like a nice blue. And as far as I remember, Juno Birch used to mix like a paint pot from Makeup Revolution with Kryolan TV Paint Stick. So I kind of mimicked that. I mean, the liner paint pot, pretty much the same thing. As far as I'm aware, like in her recent videos, she said that she's using like Mayron grease paints. I did a patch test and it kind of looks similar to her blue, you know, like a very minty, like very pastel blue. I'm kind of scared. I haven't done like a colored skin in a very long time, so this is definitely going to be a very interesting experience. I've been kind of focusing on like drag, like a regular drag, if you will. I also applied face tapes a little bit higher today, just so I can get like a nice eye lift, because in the previous video, listen, the previous video was a little bit of a mess in regards of, you know, the face tapes. Oh, I don't think I like this. Do I like this? I don't think I do. Oh, actually, if I pull it like, well, yeah, this looks wrong. But we figured it out, and you know, this time it's a lot better. Okay, let's try to blend it out before it dries down. I look like a smurf. I look like a smurf. But you know what? It's spooky season, so I'm not really mad about it. This is definitely not a very comfortable placement of the face tapes, but in order to have like a nice eye lift, and because I'm planning on doing like an eyeliner, I just had to do that. And the reason why I glued down my hairline is because I'm gonna be wearing a blonde wig, and even though like the hairline of it is pretty close to like my eyes, I don't know, like it's very like nice and very feminine and small wig with a very small hairline. I just don't want my real hair to poke out. I hope I have enough of foundation to cover like my face and my neck.
My Thuzy and my crack.
And I'm also planning on painting my hands, which, listen, we love a challenge. What is that?
Okay, James.
And if you're planning on doing like a colorful skin, you definitely have to like staple the foundation on rather than like buffing it around, because you know, by stapling it on you will get like the most coverage out of it. I know that Juno does not really cream contour, but I will do that because I always do, and I feel like that will provide like a nice base for further contouring. So I'm basically taking like the same Beauty Bomb eyeliner that I used to mix into my foundation. I dissolved it a little bit with Inglott's Duraline just to make it a little bit more malleable and just a little bit more comfortable to use it. And I'm just going around like my forehead and basically just doing my regular contouring that I usually do, but with blue. Taking a bigger brush that I used to blend out my foundation and just marrying the foundation and the contour together. Just gonna take my Kit & Co 1.20 brush and I'm just gonna contour my nose real quick, just like I usually do. I'm so like not used to using grease paint as my foundation. Usually I use a very matte foundation and it's kind of like a little bit, I don't want to say like hard, but it's definitely harder to blend out like your contours and whatnot. And right now I just have to be like very careful in order to, you know, not mess everything up, because it's, you know, this foundation has a lot of slip to it. I honestly wanted to do like a pink Juno Birch inspired look, but then I was like, I have like all the blues for a blue look and I also love blue, so It's a blue from me, honey. If you know me, you know that I'm absolutely obsessed with Juno Birch. I absolutely love her sculptures. I love her makeups. I just love her aesthetic in general, like this alien lady from the 60s who sells Avon. Now I'm gonna take Kryolan TV Paint Stick in 017. I'm just going to do my regular highlights. I can't even like get the white to pop because it's like mixing with the blue. I'm just like trying to do the highlights with the brush instead of using a finger. Didn't really change much, but whatever. Okay, let's do the nose. I'm gonna take the brush that I used to blend out my nose contour, and I'm just gonna soften the edges between, oh god, the highlight and the contour. It is so slippery. Going back with contouring and my blending brush, I'm just kind of blending that nose contour into like the brow and the future crease that I'm gonna create. I'm gonna layer a little bit more of the highlight on the nose. Oh yeah, this is so much better. I mean, this look is definitely inspired by Juno Birch. I mean, it's a recreation of her makeup look, but like with my own twist to it. But it's also inspired by
Mosquito Fall 2018 ready-to-wear collection. It was inspired by the conspiracy theories, one of them being about JFK telling Marilyn Monroe about an existence of aliens, and that she was killed because she was planning on going forward with this statement. Jeremy Scott took this story as an inspiration and thought, what if Jackie Kennedy was an alien? So the entire collection is heavily inspired by the 60s fashion with a signature Moschino cam twist to it.
They did like an entire runway with models painted like different colors. I don't know like when Juno started painting herself blue, but I feel like they kind of copied her. Maybe not, I don't know. But there is one picture of a model painted blue walking down the runway, and it definitely looks like Juno, like pink suit, blonde hair, blue skin, just very Juno Birch. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my Instinct palette by Makeup Revolution and Alexis Stone, and I'm gonna be dipping into the blues. I think like 2 of these or 1 of those. Anyway, and I'm gonna create like a template for the brow that I'm later on gonna cover in black. I haven't done a rounded brow in a while. I feel like this is the first time in a very long time that I don't have to care about like the fallout, because you know I'm using blue and I'm gonna be covered in blue anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Now I'm just gonna take my Kryolan TV Paint Stick and I'm gonna go underneath the brow using my Louise. What's the number of this brush? 7072 brush. I'm just gonna go underneath the brow and correct it and also highlight it. I just remember the most iconic lip sync Juno did. I don't remember like what's the number was, but there was this moment in the number where she's screaming, "She's not a Christian!"
She's not a Christian!
And it just literally randomly popped up in my head. Okay, so something like this. I'm gonna do the second brow off camera and I'll be right back to do the eyes. Okay, so I primed my eyelid with Louise base in Rumour 0, and I'm basically gonna take this palette and this shade and I'm gonna pack it on the eyelid in a very rounded shape. I wanted to do like my signature kind of like angled eye at first, but now I feel like doing like a rounded eye gonna fit a little bit more, especially for this eyebrow. I'm gonna start packing this blue and I'm kind of blending little by little as I go and pack the eyeshadow, and I'm holding the brush like by the tip of the handle so I don't apply like a lot of pressure, and I'm connecting the eyeshadow to the nose. And if I feel like I need to darken like the crease more, I can just go back with the dark blue and darken the crease. I'm gonna take a clean brush. This is a Morphe M507, and I'm just gonna slightly blend around. And as you can see, I'm not like going like this, I'm just gently tapping. I feel like this way you get like a perfect blend and don't really disturb the base much. Okay, so I'm gonna take my cellar water and a Q-tip and I'm basically going to cut the crease. And then I'm gonna take a wet wipe and I'm basically going to remove everything that is on the eyelid. So something like this. Should I do like a sparkly eyelid? Now I'm gonna take my Louise base, basically gonna stamp it under the crease. I'm just taking my Kit & Co 1.20 brush and just kind of like blending the base into my foundation and also on the eyelid. Now I'm gonna dip into my Beauty Bay palette and I'm gonna take the shade Stormy Night and I'm gonna dip in the crease. and kind of blend everything together. I'm just gonna little by little pack it on the eyelid. And as you can see, I'm like tapping the base with remaining eyeshadow on the brush and really just fading it and going back with the eyeshadow if needed and just adding the darkness. Taking the Morphe M507 brush and just kind of tapping all the creases if there are any, just, you know, going back and forth, blending, fading and whatnot. And then I'm gonna take this sparkly eyeshadow by ColourPop. I think it's from the Blue Moon palette. It's like a nice iridescent white and blue eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna pack it on the eyelid for this alien, stunning, and absolutely gorgeous glow. And I'm really like pressing it into the lid, making sure that, you know, the eyeshadow is on and the eyelid won't crease. Gonna take a little bit of Stormy Night, just go back and blend the shimmery eyeshadow into the outer corner. I'm gonna apply Louise base on the bottom lash line. I'm really like taking a lot of it and applying it liberally just so the eyeshadow sticks. Taking a little bit on the fluffier brush, really stamping it under the eye. And then I'm taking Stormy Night on a smudger brush and I'm just gonna pack it on the lower lash line and connecting it to the top portion of the eye. And then I'm gonna take one of the blues, I think this one right here, and I'm just gonna apply it on the inner corner of the eye. I'm gonna go back with Stormy Night and just kind of connect the bottom lash line with the top portion of the eye, making sure that it's nice and seamless. Taking the Stormy Night from the Beauty Bay palette and just doing a little bit of blending on the bottom lash line, making sure that the blues have a very nice and seamless transition. Then I'm gonna take a clean M507 Morphe brush and I'm gonna highlight the inner corner using this Pupa Wet&Dry Vamp eyeshadow in the shade White Snow. Just packing that nice and shimmery pearly eyeshadow on the inner corner, kind of bringing it into the lid and on the lower lash line, just a smidge. Alright, so this is right eye done. I'm gonna do the second eye off camera as usual, and I will be right back to do the rest of the makeup. Okay, so I did the second eye and I'm literally obsessed with the way the eyeshadow turned out, and I'm basically just stamping on the foundation, and my neighbors decided to drill again, so if you hear the drilling, sorry, I cannot control that. I swear to God, every day at 10 a.m. they start drilling and they drill the entire day. The audacity those people have.
How convenient is that? Wow, how convenient is fucking that?
This foundation is so thick on the skin, like I can literally feel it. And I'm gonna take the same eyeliner and I'm gonna contour my cheeks. And because I don't want to disturb the foundation underneath, I'm just like gently, very gently stippling it on. Guys, I'm so sorry for the drilling. Like, I cannot do anything about it. Contouring my Cupid's bow under the lip. Now I'm gonna take Kryolan Sweet Paint Stick in 070 and I'm just gonna do my regular highlights. I feel like I have to wipe my chin in order to get like it really, really white. I'm gonna highlight under the eyes. Yeah, this is definitely not like highlighting it like intensely white, but still better than nothing. And plus I'm gonna highlight with powders later, so hopefully that will help as well. But I mean, I'm pretty highlighted. My teeth are so yellow next to this blue. So now I want to do a little bit of cream blush. I'm gonna take Super Stay Matte Ink by Maybelline in the shade Dreamer. And I'm basically just gonna put it on the back of my hand and do a little bit of blush. This is definitely more like a transitional shade. It's showing up, but not like intensely. And I'm taking Manly Pro lipstick in the shade Challenge. It's bright pink. I just mixed it up with a little bit of Duraline, and I'm just gonna take it from the spatula first because I literally don't know how much I need. And I'm just gonna see, this is definitely showing up way better. Bringing it up to the temples. Same thing on the other side. Now I'm taking a little bit of that foundation mix that I have. Thank you. And I'm just going under the cheek just to make it really sharp. Now before I set everything with powder, I just want to take this Makeup Revolution powder, and it's basically just like white eyeshadow almost. And I want to set like certain highlights on my face just because I feel like they're not intense enough. Like for example, the chin and the nose. I'm gonna set the brow bone. I'm gonna take the smaller brush and I'm just going to set like the bridge of the nose. And now I'm gonna take my RCMA powder and I'm just gonna set the rest of my face like I normally do. Alright, so while this face bakes, I'm gonna paint my neck and my décolletage as well as my ears off camera, and I'll be right back to continue this absolutely gorgeous and absolutely stunning makeup look. Okay, so I did my neck and my ears and I'm looking absolutely stunning. So, let's contour a little bit. Even though I'm already contoured, I still want to darken up the cheekbones and the forehead and also my jawline. So I'm gonna be dipping into my Instinct palette and I'm just gonna contour. I'm just using two blue top shades from the Instinct palette and I'm just working them into the brush on my hand and then going around the entire face and just reinforcing the contours. Okay, well that just happened. Now I'm contouring my jawline. Then taking a smaller brush, I'm just going to contour my nose. And bringing the contour into the eyeshadow. Doing the same thing under the lip. Gonna take a smaller brush and I'm just really gonna cut that cheek. I'm gonna slightly darken like the bottom of the nose just to kind of match the cheekbones and everything else. Also under the lip. I'm just taking a darker shade from the same Instinct palette. Now I'm gonna take this gorgeous bubblegum pink blush from Divage and I'm just gonna apply the blush to the gorgeous blue face. Oh my goodness me, look at this. Absolutely stunning. I think Juno Birch would approve. And I know that she kind of likes to apply her blush like to the front of the face almost, so I'm gonna do a little bit of that as well. Now I'm gonna dip into this blush from LA Girl in a shade Just Pinched, and I'm just gonna slightly deepen the blush. And of course, I just have to dip into this palette for this bright neon pink. I'm gonna just slap it just right here. I also have this palette by Lamel. It's called Ultraviolet Eyeshadow Palette. Looks like this. And it has the most beautiful neon pink. So I kind of want to add this too. Oh yeah. This reminds me of Wigs by Vanity. Like she loves this neon blush. I think she uses like the Kryolan neon eyeshadow, which was like discontinued, and it's like exact neon color. Okay, now I'm gonna take Makeup Revolution powder and I'm just going to highlight a little bit. Just on the forehead, literally just like brightening up everywhere where I feel like the highlights aren't bright enough, because I feel like this blue kind of mixed with my white Kryolan and did not give me like enough of brightness that I usually like. So I'm trying to reinforce that with powders, basically. Just gonna highlight the nose a little bit. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of that RCMA powder, and by a little bit I mean a lot. And I'm just gonna bake underneath my cheekbones. This is a step that Juno also loves to do, so we just cannot skip it. Oh, look at this cheek. So sharp. Gorgeous. Okay, so while my face is baking, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and for that I'm gonna be using my NYX black liner, and let's just do it, I guess. Okay, so the brows are done. I also fucked it up a little bit, but I corrected it with Kryolan Sweet Paint Stick. So let me just quickly set it. I'm gonna do a little bit of eyeliner. Same eyeliner, angled brush. It's a baby wing, but I mean, it's something. Okay, so I'm gonna do the second wing off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, let's apply some highlighter. I'm gonna be using this Blacklight highlighting palette by BH Cosmetics. And I'm gonna be dipping into this shade right here. It's called Queen. Yes, because I am a queen. Thank you very much. Pat it very gently. Then I'm gonna take a different brush and I'm gonna dip into the shade Strobe. I'm just really going to apply it on the highest points of my cheekbones. Then I'm gonna take this Wet&Dry eyeshadow by Pupa and just gonna pop a little bit more of the highlight. A little bit on the chin. I'm gonna take that Pupa eyeshadow and just gonna run it under the brow. Listen, the eyeliner is not the best. I'm not a huge fan of eyeliner on myself, so it is what it is. I'm gonna dip into Transformation palette from Makeup Revolution and I'm just gonna pop some sparkles under the brow because why not? For that alien glow. Let's put on some gorgeous mascara from Vivienne Sabo. The lashes are done. Let's do the beauty marks. I usually use like the brown for my beauty marks, but today I feel like I'm gonna use my black liner because, you know, I feel like brown beauty marks with this look, I don't dig it. And of course, we have to do signature Juno Birch highlights. So I'm gonna take this Inkblot eyeliner. I do not have acrylic paint, unfortunately. And I'm just gonna look at the reference. So she has like 2 highlights right here. And also 1 highlight right here. I remember in one of her videos she was like, sometimes my highlights look like highlights and then sometimes they look like a bird shitted on me. So I'm kind of on a fence whether my highlights look like highlights or whether they look like a pigeon decided to take a dump. I might do like another one on the chin because in some of her pictures she has like a chin highlight like this. Okay, so the highlights are on. I'm quickly gonna line my lips off camera and I will be right back. Okay, so I lined my lips and now I'm just taking Manly Pro lipstick in the shade Challenge and I'm filling in the lippies. I feel like this is a perfect color for a Juno Birch transformation. This bright lip is giving me life. Listen, call me crazy, but I need more blush. Much better. I'm gonna take a tiny brush and some Crayola TV paint stick and I'm gonna do my bottom lip line. Even though I'm gonna be wearing sunglasses, I feel like I need to do a lash and I think I'm gonna do like my regular drag lash that I always do. Okay, the lash is on. Just gonna take some mascara and blend the lashes with falsies. This is definitely giving Maya Birch vibes and I'm loving it and I'm looking absolutely stunning. Okay, so now for the most fun part, let's put the accessories on. I'm gonna start with my pearls. I wanted to get like huge 30mm pearls, but I couldn't find them anywhere, so I'm just using my regular ones. I'm so excited like for you to see the final result. As you can already tell probably, I mean obviously, the look is going to be very monochromatic. It's hot pink on hot pink on hot pink, which is literally my favorite color. Let's put these earrings. These are slightly fucked up, as you can see. They have like a little, you know, mark on them, but whatever. Oh, look at this. Let's do the most scary part. It's kind of still a very scary part for me, the face tapes. Okay, so I need to hook the second one. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna secure them. Hopefully they won't pop because they've been on for a while. This is definitely giving me like a little bit of lift on both sides, but this side particularly because I have like a droopy eyelid, so it's definitely helping with that. I've had this hair for a very long time. Listen, I styled this wig for, I don't remember what. I think I wanted to do like a Nadia Auerman look. It was definitely Nadia Auerman inspired, like, you know, the hair from the legendary Terry Mugler's Runway. Oh my god, look at this. Okay, I'm just gonna take Kryolan's Mastics. I'm just gonna apply it on the areas where it's needed. Alright, my dolls, so I'm gonna do some finishing touches off camera and I'll be right back to show you the full Juno Birch, My Birch fantasy. God, you look like the 4th of July. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. Fellas, don't drink that coffee. There was a fish in a percolator. Hello? Aaron's calling? Sorry I'm late. I fell from the side of an escalator. Alright. God, look at this stunning and marvelous hair. Oh. 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 What is my life? What am I doing? Alright, my dolls, so this is the finished look. I went off camera and I painted my hands, which was a mistake, because this suit on the inside is ruined. And let me tell you, this is a vintage Givenchy suit, so dry cleaning, help me please. But overall, I am obsessed with the way I look right now. I wanted to paint myself blue and transform myself into Juno Birch for as long as I've known about her. So this is definitely a moment, let me tell you that. I had a lot of fun creating this look. I don't remember the last time I did like a colorful skin with such bright accents. So this is definitely like such an iconic moment. I can stop just, you know, I didn't paint my hands for nothing. So you better enjoy the nails and the hands and the everything.
Also, let's take a moment to appreciate the photos I took and edited. Wow, I'm such a talented and skilled Larissa. Your fave literally could never. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, dolls. Kisses.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a brand new, stunning, and gorgeous YouTube video to my stunning and gorgeous YouTube channel. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Goodbye! My name is Reyes, and I came from planet Mars. Am I misfaming? Oh yeah, definitely. Look at this. The tape. I mean, listen, I've been in drag for several hours. Just give me a break, okay? Thank you. And